In a world searching for gaming knowledge comes the man, the myth, a legend in his own mind, Critical.
Oh, yep. It makes the rover go away and leaves a divot in the ground. Welcome back, guys and gals. Critical here, and I'm bringing you some more gameplay from Astroneer. Now, I've been doing some grinding off camera, and this is what I've got done so far. I've got 2 rovers built, one to drive and one to carry equipment and stuff. One thing that I always suggest is that you use the printer to create your seat, that way you can take it off. If you use the vehicle bay to create your seat, you cannot remove it. And that kind of limits your ability to mix and match. Sometimes it's useful to take that seat off. But obviously I got a vehicle bay, I got a couple windmills going, providing power, a solar panel, and I've been grinding some resources up, some compound and some aluminum. But the big thing I've been doing is finding research. And that sound you hear is some research bugging out at the bottom down here. The hole in the ground tricks, it works, but it can be buggy sometimes. So I've got research, and this is a good world. I have found some crash sites, and I've marked them with beacons, and we have 4 different crash sites to go check out today. But first, let's check out this research, the stuff I've been able to collect so far, and see what I get. Alright, coal. I mean, I'd rather have an actual research item, but you know, I can deal. One thing that happened to me is I have a piece of bugged copper. I'll get this out of the way. When it was smelting, I was moving some stuff around, and I'm missing one little cube right here to finish it off. And now every time I click on it, I'm actually picking up the storage container. Take it off. So I can't do anything with it no matter what I do. So be careful when you're adding or moving things if the smelter's moving. You could actually mess something up. And of course, I just ran out of power because my windmills. Now, what I like to do, sometimes the windmills stop working. Sometimes just shifting it to one side or the other will work. The sun's about to come up, so we'll be saved by that. But I can walk around, sometimes be able to get power moving again just by shifting my windmill around. But it doesn't look like it's going to work today. That's another reason why I like to make a really long base. The next time I expand, it's going to be out toward that white rock out there on the mountain. That way I can have wind in several different areas, and that usually means I almost always have some kind of wind power going. Come on, there we go. Now the sun's coming up. Let's see what I get. Research. Yes, something new, something different. Dynamite! Oh, boys and girls, we have dynamite. Okay, is that in here? Okay, here. Dynamite. It looks like it takes copper? No? Maybe aluminum? Aluminium? Oh, that was copper again. Where's my aluminium? I know I've got some aluminum. Yes, I'm purposely going back and forth on the way I say it just to be a smartass. Oh, yep, it's aluminum to make dynamite. Aluminum to make dynamite. Okay. Oh, I need to get some more aluminum. Boys and girls, we're going to have a fireworks show. I've never used dynamite before. I wonder how powerful it is. So I'm going to do a test. I want to see how powerful dynamite is. I'm going to dig a hole. Oh, that's right. It's got a little timer on it. I don't know if I can... That'll work. So this will work. Set the piece of dynamite in there. That sets a timer. Oh, the beeping sound. Oh, oh, it threw some rocks around. Oh, it's a pretty good hole. Oh, oh, oh. I'm dying, I'm dying. Now, supposedly, if the notes are correct, I'm going to pull this away from my base before I try this. And yes, I'm wasting 4 compound, but come on, it's a science. It's for science. Get this away, so I don't want to lose my rover. But you can supposedly take dynamite, stick it on a... You can't click it on there. Okay. Now... Oh! Oh! Yep! It makes the rover go away and leaves a divot in the ground. Okay, so that's 4 compound I waste. I'll replace that. But that was fun. Do I have any more aluminum? I don't think I do. Don't give me oh, nice! I can make a... Hopefully I'll make a big battery here today. That'd be useful. I needed the compound to help replace the rover I just blew up. But that was fun. I'm glad I tried it. Alright. Yeah, I think I might have tapped these out. I might not get much research out of these now. These are the ones that come from the plants, and the easier ones to get from... Oh, we know what that aluminum is going to become real quick. I don't know if I have a use for it right now. They might hold off. Though I do have an idea. I know you can line them together and get a line of them to blow up. One blows up the next, that blows up the next, and so on and so forth. Oh, guys, I'm gonna make a battery. I got the mats to do what I need to make a battery. So clear up my inventory real quick. Now, I'm pretty sure that dynamite will kill you, so be careful. Nobody has time for that. They're blown up by dynamite. Clear spot. I almost always put a battery next to my habitat. I like the ones right next to habitat to get the battery power. So as soon as we have some energy coming in, well, that's all the research I found. Now let's go see what we can find at these crash sites. Now this one, it was sticking up out there. It was a little bit easier to see, but the other ones are going to be interesting. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is part of that item that was created while they were on stream. They actually streamed the process on how they make these. So let's dig this stuff out and see what we find in the area. We might not find anything, you know? But I didn't want to dig through it without you guys to see at least what I find. No. So far it's a bust. There's one piece of research here, it looks like. I'm not going to complain about a piece of research. Except I blew up my research holding pod. So hold on a second. I'll bring you guys back after I get this back and my vehicle back to base. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and recreate my rover for towing back research. I still had fun blowing it up. That was kind of cool. Ah, cool. Research. Come on, something new, something different. Trade platform. Okay, can be useful. I wonder if they've nerfed the trade platform. I've always felt the trade platform was way overpowered. I hope they do something about it, because once you've built the trade platform, I mean, really, there's not much else that you really need in the game, because you can trade for everything just about. It'd be nice if there was resources that you couldn't trade for. Stuff that you actually had to find on the planet. I think that would be a really good addition that the devs should look at. Certain things that you can't get. I mean, lithium, I take it, probably something you need to be able to get, but not lithium, I mean hydrogen. But maybe lithium is something you couldn't trade for. Or give more uses for coal. Maybe coal be used to make dynamite. Okay, here's one of the items I found. It's another piece of a crash ship. It might be a piece of the same crash ship that we're already working with. But let's see what I find around here. Yes, yes, yes. Point it out for me. There's another piece of solar panel that goes underneath ground. Do I gotta have an entire ship here? Oh, I do. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. That's a big drop, and I don't want to die right now. Okay. I found something substantial. Alright, get some oxygen back. Put a tether down. That way I can continue working over here and not suffocate. That would be embarrassing. I don't know if it's anything substantial, but it is big. I think tethers should drop off also if the ground underneath them gets... if you take the ground away underneath them, they should drop off. Ooh, I wonder what's inside here. Looks like resources. Lithium. I don't care about the organic. What are you? Copper. And I always seem to find seats. So the next time I need to make something, I don't need this. I don't need to make a seat for it. Uh-oh. Okay, there. I got stuck a little bit. My camera's janky. I'm not going to take the seat with me. I'm going to leave the seat here. I want to check out the area around, because usually the research items are buried near. Oh, there's one. There's usually one. Sometimes I found two. So, always one of those. So I got some lithium from that. And a research item. So that's a pretty good haul from this one. And it's definitely a lot bigger than I thought it was. So that was cool. Now, I normally don't use a lot of tethers, but I really wanted to test the game because they said that they had done some updates and fixed some of the problems, especially what tethers were causing. So I figured I'll start leaving tethers all over the place and see if it starts affecting my game. So far, nothing. Not one issue whatsoever. I'm glad to see it. Now, I have seen plants before that has research on the top, but I've never seen anything like this before. So when I saw it, I marked it. I wanted to show you guys on camera because that is a cool looking research. I'm really curious what we're going to find. Now, I don't believe the plants... Alright, there's nothing underneath it. I don't want to destroy the plant. Maybe it'll spawn another research? I don't know if that's a thing, but it won't hurt to find out. Okay, we're back at base. One thing I did notice, I had gotten some research and left it on this rover here, but I disconnected and I drove out to find some other stuff. And when I came back, both research items were not on the vehicle. They disappeared. So that's something you guys might want to watch out for. I don't know if it's a bug or... I don't think I took them off. I was pretty sure I left them on there, but I wasn't recording, so I can't be sure. But just keep an eye out for that. And what are we going to get? Research. Oh, nice. Something I don't have. Hopefully, obviously. Power cells. Okay. Okay, this is the one I definitely want to see what comes out of it. Be something to... Research. Oh, I'm glad it's a research. Storage. Okay, I'm not going to complain. I need 4 for storage, though, don't I? No, it might be 2. Because if I put storage on the back of my secondary rover, my tow rover... Come on. There we go. And storage. Yes, it's 4 compound. I only have 2 compound on me. Okay. I'll come back and do that later. But that'll allow me to carry more research back. I can carry 4 research back instead of just 2 then. Alright, welcome back. Now this is the last thing that I found when I was grinding earlier today. Let's see what we find here. Nothing. Now this is definitely part of what was built on the stream. I remember it. I'm glad I watched that stream too because I got some good info from that. Oh, this thing is definitely big. Though I'm not seeing any research around it. Maybe it's something inside? Get some power so I can dig it out. Yeah, I remember when he drew these on the item when he was doing the stream. Now you can't click on them or anything, so it's nothing like that. Maybe I need to go inside? Let's see, create myself a little ramp. Try to learn how to walk up a ramp correctly. Ooh, this might be something. Let's see what we find here. My only concern is if I get in there, how am I going to get out? Or see what I'm doing when I'm inside. Okay, a seat, which I'm kind of used to finding a seat. Oh, it's hard to look in here. I can't see what I'm doing in here. It's difficult. I've got a problem also. I am running on fumes when it comes to my oxygen supply. So, I'm going to look straight down and build myself up. Oh. There's a thruster up there too. And I died. I guess I should have put tethers out. Oh. Oh well, I guess what I'll do is I'll go retrieve my body. It'd be nice if I got the truck. I would just create a truck and go out there and get it, but it was good while it lasted? I don't know. I don't think my little dude agrees with me. Well, thank you for being here. You have a nice day. Bye.